So my question tonight is, why can't a woman date a broke man, but a man can date a broke woman?
Oh, that's actually a good question. Would you want your daughter to date a broke man? Would you let your daughter, who you cared for, especially with a, is that, what emblem is that on your chest? Can you remind me?
Huh?
Remind me the logo on your chest. Remind me of the logo.
It's Benz.
Okay. So you raised up your daughter. You put her in a Benz. You even loved the brand so much that you wore the sweater. You raised her up and you're going to send her out into the world. Your daughter that you covered, you protected, you provided for years. Gave her the world, made sure she had the best education, made sure she rode around in a Benz, made sure she was not only beautiful, but she had a great mindset. She carried herself very well. Would you give her off to a man that's not only broke but broken? Because that's what broke means to me. Broke is not just financial, it's also a mentality. So would you allow your daughter, my love, to go off into the world with this broke man? That's my question to you.
Okay, and the answer is definitely no.
Oh, okay. So you answered your own question.
But nowadays, nowadays it's just like ladies make it feel like they make it feel like when the man is down, then he doesn't deserve anything in the world. Why?
I think to get what you want, you should be willing to work for it. Just like how you work hard to wear that sweater so you could drive that car, that took time, dedication, and discipline. So now you get to go out into the world and decide what it is that you want, and you get to be picky because you worked hard for it. I don't think people shouldn't get things that they aren't deserving of. That's how I feel about it. If you, as a man, and I'm not going to say the world is not hard for men, I don't know what that's like, right? But if all you got to do is go out, make enough money, have six figures, maybe six figures, 200, 100. You could keep your belly and your black toe, but you have money and you could pick any girl you want. That doesn't seem hard. Whereas on the other hand, the woman has to work out, have a small waistline, make sure her boobs are not on her knees, make sure she stays young forever, make sure she has all her hair, make sure she's beautiful, feminine, but a little bit of strength. Make sure she has a little money, but not too much so the man don't feel intimidated. Whereas a man, all you have to do is go out into the world and make money. And you are still allowed to be ugly. You are still allowed to be big, and you are still allowed to have a black toe.
Whoa. You see this? So Ashley Dalton sitting here. This is what she just said for the people who are having a hard time. She just said it's easier for a man to go into the world and make $100,000 or $200,000 a year than it is for a woman to stay in shape and just be submissive and feminine. She said it's harder for them to stay feminine and fit than it is for a man to go out and make $200K.
In short, it's easier for a man to go out and earn his value, and it's much more difficult for a woman to retain her value. What you got, Heathen Queen?
I can't argue with her. I can't argue with that logic.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm not saying 100,000. I'm not saying make 100,000. I'm saying make you 50,000, make 70,000. There could be a decent there's decent men making 50,000, 75,000, 100,000. So she's not saying that. What she's saying is it's easier. She's saying it's easier for you to go out and establish yourself.
Hold on, Heathen Queen, because now you're being disingenuous. She said exactly what she said. She said it is easier for you to make 100 or 200,000. That's exactly what she said. Then it is for a woman to stay fit and go to the gym and eat healthy and be feminine.
I mean, I can't argue with it. It's difficult on. I guess it would be difficult on both sides. I guess if that is something that you focused on. But what she's saying is making money and maintaining health are two different things. I'm not saying one is more difficult than the other. I'm saying
one is.
But we have to maintain ourselves and we have to make money. You all don't have to be pretty. You all don't have to be chosen like that. You all can be ugly.
That's a lie. Hey, hold on.
That's what she's saying. You can make money and still be ugly.
No, listen. Hey, the queen, we heard what she said. People say lots of things. We listen to what people say, and it's either a truth or a lie. That's a lie. Most of these men cannot just have money. She's talking about you could be fat, ugly, have a big black toe. That's not true. Them guys, they can go pay for coup de kata, but they don't get women to desire them.
No.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the whole thing. If you make a lot of money, a woman is gonna fall for you if you got money.
No, not when you describe it. Not when you describing the most unsightly of men. Like you said, there will be women. They got to pay for these women now. They're not.
Yeah, but we can't pay for no fine ass man. However ugly.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah, we can't pay for no man.
Yes, you can.
You think we can look for you? A regular Joe Blow is going over there with Precious
for the right price.
A regular Joe Blow is going over there with Leslie.
What are you talking about?
If Leslie Jones and Precious was sitting on the couch with a briefcase with $1 million in it, virtually every single man in the world will be knocking.
Gonna make that happen for sure. And that's today's women's problem. Y'all would not be vulnerable. Men will say it like, for the right price, me and Oprah have a thing. It'll look like love for the right price, but today's women won't say it. That's nuts. We cannot sit here. Here's the thing. This is why it's cap. How can you say that it's harder to maintain something that you have 100% control over compared to a man? Man's got to have willpower, drive, some fortune, some luck, freaking luck, something you really can't measure, intangible things in order to become a top earner on U.S. soil. So just with that alone, how can you sit here and say that it's easier for a man? And here's the thing, especially, I'm gonna get granular, especially for a man that today's woman won't. Today's woman wants a thug, a reformed gangster in a suit. That reformed gangster most likely comes from a single parent household. He most likely didn't go to college. So in order for him to gain $100,000, gonna take so many more extra steps. Do you not see that? And that's the thing. Today's man that comes from a good household and maybe his parents pay for his college, today's woman don't want that brother because they say he ain't edgy enough, he don't make the coup de kata tingle, and he's boring. So you see, you gotta start painting this picture as to why it's pure captivity.
With that being said, I agree with your definition. I agree with that. Okay.
I was gonna say, and it shows like the lack of respect for men. These women just don't realize how hard these men have to work to earn that kind of money. And at the same time, we'll get you in here, CC. It's showing how lazy these women are. These women are so lazy that they sitting there like, you know how hard it is for me to keep a flat stomach and to eat healthy. They actually think this stuff is hard because they're so lazy.
And that's the biggest disconnect. The building phase has been transformed to the 304 phase. Do you not see why when we say it's over? The building phase in your 20s, now it's 304 phase, hot girl summer and city boy stage. And then when you're 30, everybody tainted and jaded and can't nobody properly build.
Girls, everybody is out, like ladies are out there saying it, like doing videos. I can't date a broke man if he doesn't have $1,000, if he doesn't have this, if he doesn't have that, I can't date him. Why?
That means there's more options. I want you to think about it like this. You have more high quality options. That's what that should be. Women out in the world who have standards. That's what that should mean to you. You have more women that you know when you get this woman that you're going to provide, and you're going to provide her with the best life. That means she's not going to look left or right because you have everything it takes for her. And you know what it took to get her. So you know she's not just going to leave you and be willy-nilly because she has standards. That's the type of woman you would want on your arm. At least I would think so. A man with a Mercedes-Benz logo on his chest. Because you have to make a certain amount of money. And I'm assuming you have a G-Wagon. Not any Mercedes. But
this is sick.
G-Wagon, correct?
This is sick.
So
okay.
So what the question I'm asking now is that why did they make it like a priority? Like, but women, we don't Whether you're broke, you have nothing, or we just wanna get you. If you're good for us, we can build you. But women will make it look like everybody's posting it now as I can date him. But have you ever seen a guy like
AZ, you can,
yeah.
why not, instead of focusing on those women, why not focus on a woman that you can date? Why not focus on the girls who will go 50-50, who don't put all the stuff, glam and glitz into their looks, who are not on the internet talking about, oh, you have to make $1 million. Why you don't want to date that woman? Oh,
Really? Really?
What, I'm asking, why don't you want to date that woman? The woman who is very humble, modest, don't dress up, don't wear makeup, natural but pretty, who is not on the internet yelling from the rooftop about a millionaire. Why not date that woman? I'm asking you a question, AZ.
Of course, I can date such women.
Okay, go date.
Hold on. You should have asked. Well, he should have asked Ashley where she at though, because every woman's at, like I just said, they all want that guy. There ain't no woman out here naturally beautiful and fit that don't want a guy making $100K.
Wait a minute. It has nothing to do with that. Men are the ones who have those choices. Men choose the women. They choose the women that they want to go after. Okay? Men do that. Do men choose plain Jane chicks? No, they don't. They choose a type because they like that specific type. Don't be mad at the woman that's your type who don't like you. These are all these men. Whenever I hear a man talking like that, I believe the woman you want don't want you. Now, go over there and talk to plain Jane Sally if you don't want to talk to Heathen Queen. Okay? Heathen Queen want a $100K man. But you mad at me because I want a $100K man. No, you attracted to me, which means you're gonna have to make $100K if you want to come over here. That's the way it is. But no, you don't want to go. You don't want to come over here. You want to shame me into wanting not wanting 100K. But you want me, but you don't want me to want 100K. But you want to say, well, I'll go over there and talk to Plain Jane. No, go over there and talk to Plain Jane. Plain Jane is willing to take whatever you want to take. But
you said no, that ain't true. That ain't true.
Either Queen, you went. Go ahead, Mr. Walker. I was just gonna say it's not true.
That's what she's saying.
Hold on, Either Queen. Go ahead, Mr. Walker.
Hey man, listen. Shout out to all the Plain Janes out there. How did Ashley describe them? Pretty, attractive, natural hair, no makeup, ain't wearing all this wild stuff. Listen here, fellas. I'm telling you, gonna get you a Plain Jane. But you and she gotta be busted, looking like Fiona from Shrek. We ain't talking about that. Just plain. Ain't got on the lashes. That's what it's about, I assure you. So Ashley up here trying to throw shade. Ain't nothing wrong with no Plain Jane sister. Because we all that's the problem. Most of us are average. Most of us are Plain Jane. Plain Jane is average.
Walker, I was gonna say two things is true. These women, we see these Plain Jane women come up on the Kendra show. They still want 6 foot tall, 80K, moving a room full of vultures, all that.
No. Men are the ones who go over there and choose. You the one who choose the female. Now, if you don't want the female with the nails,
no, they're not getting chosen. Hold on, I can agree with that, but to finish your statement, these women aren't getting chosen. That's why they're not getting married.
Because you want the female that looks how you want her to look, but they
are, i.e., these men are getting their passports, all that stuff. They can get the woman. Some of these men would rather go on www.com than waste their time with some of these women. Some of these men, hold on. These men can go on www.com, Heat the Queen, get whatever woman they want. So
that's the whole point she's making. That's what she's making. Why are you over here talking to Heathen Queen trying to shame me when you really want me, but you don't want to deal with what I want you to bring to the table?
I tell you why. I'll tell you why. I've said it at least twice before. What you are experiencing is dang near an involuntary reaction. Men are problem solvers. Regardless of how these women think they're moving, we see a problem in y'all near and distant future. And we sounding the alarm. We say, hey, y'all don't want these guys, but why not? We trying to save y'all from yourselves. And it's going to be too late. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I see what you was trying to do. Shout out to the Godfather. He was trying to do the same thing. Kevin was like your last line of defense. He really was. He was coming with love and understanding. And here you go. See that, the Queen? Y'all's making them faces from day one. We trying to save y'all from yourselves. We ain't complaining.
Y'all. He wasn't trying to save us. He was trying to save you all. Because you are, wait a minute, what did we start out saying? You asked the question, why are the marriage rates not rising and they're declining? Because of women, because women have decided that they do not need men. They have decided that they can work on
it. Let's get more granular. These women have decided to self-sabotage, is what I'm saying. These women have decided. Hold on. These women have decided I can be walking around here 280 pounds with 3 kids by 3 men and still ask for a 6-foot tall man making $90K and with a long weenie, all that. I'm still going to ask for him. That's why the marriage rates are low. That's why these men aren't entertaining that.
No, we can't blame it on the 300-pound bum Quisha. You can't blame
Why not? Why not? What percentage does she make up? What percentage does Bonquisha make up? Huh?
What percent? I have no idea.
About 60%.
But see, y'all trying to blame it on Bumquisha. I'm blaming it on all these high class, these high level, these high maintenance females. They the ones that's rejecting regular Joe Blow. They the ones that's telling the regular Joe Blow he don't make enough money. And then they got to scramble about what they want. And then they got to come down to the regular level. It's the women who like these high value females that's the problem. All these men want these high value females. They don't want to come down to Bonquisha's level. They don't want to come down to the regular plain Jane level. Ask how many men want to marry a plain Jane chick as opposed to Lori Harvey. They'll tell you Lori Harvey in a minute. So therefore, they got standards too that they want.
We had to let these brothers know. Listen, fellas. The prototype of Lori Harvey, that she's not a wife. She shan't never be your wife. Just how some of these women need to understand, some of these brothers, like maybe Eric Benet, then Ninja can't ever be your husband. All right, some people just gonna be out here floating, doing their thing until they can't no more. And we all need to understand it. Here you go, HQ. I'm gonna give you yours. Brothers, we can't be delusional. All right, Lori Harvey and characters that are like can never be your wife. It's unfortunate.
Your makeup, I like it when my woman looks really, really good. You understand? I can take you to the salon, do everything. But you see the way girls are making it look like it's a necessity. Like once a man is like, you're making men like men now. Though me, I am just like 50, like I'm just like averagely okay. You understand? But I'm just imagining those that are just rising. That is why you see some men going into, like young men going into illegal things just because of this video and believe on girls that if guys don't have this, they can't make it in life. Or once you don't make it in life, anything does not, you don't deserve anything good.
But what I'm telling you, AZ, is stop focusing on those girls. Go date the girls who are not saying those things. However, that's the girl you want.
I don't go beyond limits though. I don't go beyond limits. I don't date a girl that is too extravagant. You understand? Okay. I don't want you to come and fuck with my mental health. You understand? But I'm just saying it like, why is it like now? Right now, money is just like the major priority for girls in relationship. Why?
Because money's right up there with air, honey. Unless you live in the middle of Oklahoma, no shade to my Oklahoma girlies. But unless you live in the middle of Alabama, where the cost of living is probably lower. Mm-hmm. The thing is, you get to choose your lifestyle. Exactly. You want a certain lifestyle. You can easily go live somewhere where you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can live in a little, a little shed, a little nice, humble abode where you raise up chickens and cows. I'm not saying that's cheap, but you can go live there.
Problem. Not worry. I should raising chicken and cows. No problem.
But okay. You have a Mercedes Benz. I keep going back to this. Okay. Sweater on your chest, which means You want a certain type of girl, which means you want that same girl that you don't like on the internet saying, I want a millionaire. You want her.
Right.
That's why you wear that sweater, AZ.
Because I'm a millionaire too. So what do you expect?
What do they expect?
Well, I just feel like making it like publicizing it and making it look like once you don't have, you are dead. It's not good. It's
AZ,
not
let me
good.
ask you this. Why not just work harder? Why not
I,
just work harder?
I should what?
Work harder.
Yeah. That's it.
Why
You're
not?
working harder.
Why
You're
not just
working.
work harder? If you don't, as a man, all the men watching right now in the cut in the shadows right now, if you as a man, right? If y'all don't have to worry about your look, you don't have to worry about your face, if you don't have to worry about your body so much, and all you have to do is worry about making money, why not just focus on that?
Okay, no problem. So
So we're gonna stop her, man.
Hell,
Let's say that was true, even though it's so far from the truth, because men, that's not what these women want. Let's say that was true. A man just had to go out and earn 200K. We just said it. That's a top what two? What's that? 2%? 2% of black men make 200K or more. Where my statisticians at? Is it 2-3%? 1%?
They saying do better, just make more, and there you go. It's such an easy task. Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to go out there regardless. See what I'm saying? The U.S. economy has no bounds on a woman being fit, feminine, or cooperative. You see that? But it's so many factors that have an effect on how productive and successful a man could be. His circle, his network, his ability, his skill set, his gravitas, his education. It goes on and on and on. Asking so much, so it's fair. Here we go. You want this guy that has taken on the pressures of doing this. Ladies, all the modern women, single modern women out there that want this guy, can you not understand that he is coming with demands and he shall not voice them? You need to, like they say, look at him, see what he got going on, observe yourself, and match that. And they ain't doing it. You said, Heathen Queen, today's modern single woman shall not compete. She don't need to compete. She got her own money. Why compete for the guy she won't?
See, here's the thing. I don't say go out. I don't tell men. I wouldn't tell men to go out and make more money. I would tell men to become more personable. Why is it that men are not focused on making this woman fall in love with him? Why is it that he's more focused on making money as opposed to making her fall in love with him? I mean, when I was younger, and I was in my 20s or whatever, a man, or if when I was dating or whatever, my first thing needed to be, he needed to have a personality. He needed to make me laugh. The money came after that. If he didn't have a personality, he couldn't make me laugh, I wasn't going to look at him. So I got to come in the door. You got to come in the door with something. You just can't come in the door with money. Most women are not falling for men just because they have money. They're not falling for men just because they have money. The man has to have a personality too.
That's a lie. That's a flat out lie. I hear what you're saying, He's the Queen.
I'm just
Well,
telling you.
listen, I think you are becoming a prisoner of the moment. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. That can all be true. Like we said before, we can't get anecdotal up here. You talk about something that was, 30, 40 years ago, different dating market, right? How much was a gallon of gas back then? 50 cents. We're a different time in history.
But
So
that's where you got it wrong. It's no different. Feelings and relationships are the same from 30 years ago until now. Somebody wants to be appreciated. Somebody wants to be loved. Somebody wants to be seen for them and not their money. That has not changed. No man wants to be seen for his money. He wants to be seen for himself and his personality and what he brings to the table other than money. That has not changed in the 30, 40 years that we have come this far. I have always wanted to see a man for him and not his money. I've always got involved with men for them and not their money. And most women want to see a man's personality just like a man wants to see how a woman moves. That hasn't changed in the last 30, 40 years.
Well, listen, I think we'll get CC in here. I want to hear what you got, CC. I think there's always been gold diggers. I think there's just magnified. So if it was maybe 10 or 15% of women 40 years ago, now it's 80% of them. It's just what you got, CC. What's your take?
I was still stuck on when she was saying that, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I heard it wrong, however, I think she said something along the lines that a woman shows her standards if she gets a man that has money? Like, is that what she was saying? Like
What's-
her having a man that's for how value shows her standards.
Hmm.
She said something along those lines, I believe I heard. And I was
Okay.
like, since when is a woman showing her standards by getting a man or wanting a man that has money, like a lot of money? Like that doesn't, like, I don't like that. And then also, she told him to work harder. He said he's already a millionaire. Work harder how? If he works too much, then he's not giving enough attention. And then if he works less, then he's not making enough money. So I didn't understand when she was like, work harder. Like, what is he
Yeah,
supposed to do?
because it seemed like Ashley was taking on as if that brother came there complaining, and we've touched on that. Men do not have the luxury of coming up here complaining about what they can't get, and he wasn't doing it. He was just asking a question. Why can't broke women get with broke men? And even Ashley's scenario was cap, because she said being broke is also a mindset. You see what I'm saying? That's why we shan't get nowhere, because we're gonna keep changing the definition of words to fit our narratives. Now broke means broken. When did we establish that as a group as a whole? But now if you broke, that also means broken, which means not only do you not have money now, but you shan't ever have money in the future. So, and that's what the young women gonna start making that connection. They say, oh, if you broke now, that means you're broken and should never have money. That is a red flag. We see too many movies of these struggling couples that come up from the gunk and become well-off folks. They can live a life of leisure because they build together. Today's modern woman, if you want some kind of a chance at monogamy with the man of your dreams, you are going to have to build with him and fall up under his leadership wholeheartedly. I assure you this.
Well, see, here's the thing. We have to take into account, first of all, what we saw. The man's look is way, way off. So he's not going to attract a lot of people regardless of whether he has money or not.
And that's bull jive. What his look got to do with
that look is catastrophic. I don't care what you say. Period. He can look at he can have
time's out. The brother didn't appear to be blowed out. I don't know what you didn't like. But here's my thing. What that got to do is personality, whether he can make you laugh and whether he can provide or protect for you. Because you may not like the way his hair look. Go. What weight does that hold?
I got an answer for that. The same way men dismiss women who have red stuff in their hair, who have long nails, who have long lashes.
So women are visual like men now. So now women are visual like men.
Yes. So now you got to go over there and talk to him. He's a millionaire.
And there we go. I'm not disagreeing with you. Granted, the question is marriage rates are declining. Who's most at fault? And when you're sitting here saying women are like men, they can date men off of how you look, this is part of the reason why marriage rates are declining. I will grant you all the stuff you're saying. You're making the point.
But I'm saying I'm saying you see how that looking at a person and saying that's not my type is wrong. He can have a beautiful personality, but that look, even the people in the audience, even the people in the chat said, look at his look. Now, if the people in the chat said, look at his look, that means his look is affecting his options. And if his look is affecting his options, just like a female with long hair and long lashes messes with her options.
And listen, and here's the flip side. Y'all want these quote unquote handsome looking men, and then these women get with these men, and he in the mirror more than me. Oh, he's a lady boy. Oh, he's a backyard again. Yeah, all that. So then you get to that. So we ain't trying to hear that. Y'all can't have it both ways.
He had to be beautiful. I'm just saying that look, he could get a different look and be totally different, be totally on board. But the look that he got currently is way off kilter. And the people in the chat said it was way off. That's just not my opinion. It's some people in the chat. So if he changes his look, his options would open wide.
Problem. This is Chernobyl at this point. Listen here, understand something. Men are visual for a multitude of reasons. We're not gonna keep doing this, but the fact that today's modern women, you saying, are just as visual as men, that is such a problem. Because here's the thing, a way a man looks really ain't gonna have no bounds on how successful he could be in life. Do we realize that some of the most productive, useful brothers to the group can be considered ugly as sin? But that's why I'm so lost. Like, all the morals are ass backwards, man.
Yeah, but
The way a brother looks should have no bounds, should have
women
no
take
grounds. Don't.
consideration looks. Women take men into looks into consideration, but we look at other things too. First, we look at their looks, we look at the personality, we look how they move, we look at the money they make, we look at all of these things in totality and say, okay, I can deal with that man. You men look at a woman and see she got a fat ass and she got a nice dick and she looks good in the face, and then you will take her. As opposed to, we are looking at everything. Okay, we normally look at 4 or 5 qualities before we say, oh, okay, I'm just gonna take him on his looks. We know as women that we just can't take a man on his looks, because he could be dumb as a box of rocks, or he could be broke as a joke, or he could be nasty as personality wise. You men won't even think nothing about her personality. That's why we got that one person talking about, we could take the chick who make fries at McDonald's, we'll take her over Lori Harvey. That's why that phrase came into mind. So we don't do that like men. His look, his money, just because he got money don't mean nothing. He still has a weird look.
Granted. That's why the marriage rates are low. So, and Leah Ray come back. She says, HQ, that's not true. Some chicks will date a dummy because he's cute, and they'll have cute babies. Let's be real.
See, she just said it. Look, we got too many witnesses. HQ, the ladies are saying it.
That even sound goofy.
It is goofy.
Will say. There ain't no 32-year-old woman saying, "Oh, I want to have this baby."
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That's what it is. All right.
There you go.
Here we go. I'm gonna pull this next video up. Hit the like button.